Hello and welcome to this Pocket Code tutorial. In this lesson you will learn how to create a shooter game. You can use the scene and characters you have created in the previous tutorial. We used the moving scene and the header. The card soldiers are the enemies in our example. By tapping the header, he shoots teadrops to defeat the card soldiers, or he can sidestep by tilting the phone. You can find all pictures in the media library. So let's get started. To insert a card soldier, start by adding it as a new object. Then go to its scripts, and when the program starts, position him on the right outside of your screen. You can also add a wait brick, so when the game starts the soldiers do not come right away. This makes the game a little easier. You want the card to keep moving until the game is over, so insert a forever loop. In this loop add a place at brick, which sets the card's position to just outside of the screen on the x-axis. As for the y-axis, use a random variable that fits your screen height. That way, the card soldier will not always approach from the same direction. To make the card actually move, you have to insert a glide brick. When choosing the number of seconds, remember that the more time the card has to move over the screen, the slower it will be. Set the X value to glide to be just outside the screen on the left side. That way, the card moves from the position outside the right side of the screen to the left side. For the Y value, use the card's position Y. Doing this will make the card move horizontally. Try it out and make sure the card is moving from the right side to the left. Next, we want to check if a card hit the header. To do that, we need to know the header's position. For that, we need to create two variables containing the header's X and Y position. Insert a set variable brick in the forever loop of the header and create a new variable for the header's X position. Set this variable to be the position X of the header. Do the same thing for his Y position. The actual check if a card has hit the header is done in the scripts of the card. Insert another when program started brick. All bricks attached to it will be done at the same time as the bricks of the other when program started. As you need Pocket Code to continuously check for a collision, insert a forever loop. In this forever loop, put a if brick. In the formula of this brick, check if the vertical distance from the card to the header is smaller than 350 and if the horizontal distance is smaller than 100. If this is the case, then the card touches the header. Send a message that the header was hit to all other objects. Do that by inserting a broadcast brick and sending a message. We called the message hit. When the soldier receives the message that he has hit the header, you should hide him. Do that by inserting a when I receive brick and setting it to react to your hit message. Then attach a hide brick to it. Try it out and see if the card disappears when it collides with the header. You can also display a game over screen. Instructions on how to do that can be found in our other tutorials. As mentioned in the beginning, the header can shoot a teardrop to defend himself. For this teardrop to be visible in the game, you have to add it as a new object. Go to its scripts and set it to be outside of the screen when the game starts. You may also have to adjust its size so it looks good. Then hide the teardrop, as we want it to be invisible when not tapped. Next, insert a forever loop and in it add a setVariable brick. Then create a new variable for the drop's X position. Set this variable to be the position X of the drop. Do the same thing for its Y position. As the teardrop should be launched when the header is tapped, go to his scripts and add a when tapped brick. Attach to it a broadcast brick that sends the message that the drop has been fired. We called the message shoot. Now go back to the scripts of the teardrop. Add a when I receive brick and set it to react to the shoot message. We want the teardrop to be visible and to start its path at the current position of the header. Therefore, add a show brick and a place at brick. In the place at brick, use the horizontal position of the header for X. If you do not remember it, you can look it up in his scripts. For the Y value, use the variable header Y you defined before, as this value changes when the header moves. To actually move the teardrop, insert a glide brick. Set the X value of the glide brick to be just outside the right edge of your screen. Then, set the Y value to be the variable header Y. That way the teardrop shoots straight forward. Try it out now and check if a teardrop shoots straight from the header when tapping him. You may have noticed that the card soldiers have not reacted to being hit by the teardrop. To make them disappear when hit, go to their scripts. In the loop we use to check if the card is touching the header, insert another if brick. In this brick, you need to perform the same check as for the header. Use the position of the drop and the position of the card to do that. Attach to the if brick a set X brick and set the card's X position to be off screen. We do this instead of hiding the card because otherwise the invisible card could hit the header. To make the game more challenging, You can copy the card soldier's objects and add a weight brick at the beginning to make more card soldiers appear. Have fun!